For the past 14 years, I've been dealing with polycystic ovarian syndrome. I think that is it. I've been dealing with PCOS for the past 14 years of my life, and it's been one of the toughest journey I've ever had to embark on. And that is why I decided to share my story today. That is why I decided to let you guys in on what I've been on to, because I remembered in the last two videos mentioning that I'm going to actually talk about it in one of my videos. I'll do a sit-down video to address these things, and that is why I'm here today. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time seeing my face on this channel, welcome. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome to the channel. Right, in today's video I'm going to be telling you guys what I've been up to, what has been going on with me. Please fasten your seatbelts and let's dive into the video. I think that this is the most overdue, whatever English is correct. This video is the longest video that I should have filmed in, let's say, almost a year. Is it a year? I really do not remember, but I know this video is very overdue. It's very, very overdue, and I know I've been dropping snippets here and there. I'm gonna do a sit-down video talking about it, and it's very personal. Me sharing this means like I've really garnered the courage to come and tell you guys how I feel, what I've been going through, how I've been dealing with this part of my life, and very personal, which a lot of ladies can actually relate to, if I'm not mistaken. For as long as I can remember, for as long as 14 years, I've been dealing with PCOS. But I've been dealing with PCOS for the last 14 years of my life, and it's been one thing or the other. And I remembered in my first year in uni, during my bachelor's degree, I remembered that there was a time that something happened and I went home. Of course, I was staying in my grandmom's house at that time. I went to my grandmom's house and then she took me to see this gynecologist, and yaga yappa yappa. Short summary is, at some point I had PID, pelvic inflammation diseases, and my gynae at that time said that it would put me on a pill, but then it would not advise me to stay on that pill for long. And so it's either this or that. But in the real sense of it, I think I'd rather go with that, because who wants to be bleeding every month? Really, who wants to be bleeding every month? Ask those ladies. I don't know why I'm laughing, because it's a serious matter, but ask those ladies in your life. Nobody likes bleeding every month. So I'm like, but all your pills actually do not want it. I would wait till it start coming naturally, till I thought I was going to wait. But I waited, right? I waited, and well, I'm still waiting. But in all honesty, it's just been a whole lot for me recently, and I think in the last 1 year, couple of months, I've had to deal with a whole lot of health issue, from vitamin D and iron deficiency to a recent test I did. You know, I told you guys I've been doing a lot of tests lately. If you watch like my last two videos, I've told you guys that I've been doing a lot of tests lately, and then I was told that I have hypothyroidism. Woo! And I think that was where it got real. That when you said hypothyroidism, when you hear hypo, it means something is low, right? In all honesty, I did not take it seriously, so I had to go and do like proper research and literally read what hypothyroidism is all about. And for someone that is hypoglycemic again, but you know the funny thing about being in all of this mess is the fact that it's not obvious. I'm fat. I'm on the plus side. Nobody will believe you that you have nutrient deficiency. Nobody will believe you that you have PCOS. Nobody will believe you that you have hypothyroidism. Nobody will believe you that you have hypoglycemia. No, jokes aside, nobody will believe you, because obviously you look healthy, right? And I think when I started doing those tests, I'm grateful for my cousin Tope, because I think I spoke to her at that time. I think we had a conversation around that time, and then I just really told her what was going on. And not like I did not really go into the details. I only told her the parts that had iron and vitamin D deficiency. That was the only part I told her. And it came with a lot of symptoms. It came with dizziness, constant tiredness, constant joint pain. It came with a whole lot of things. And then you are a student that you have to go to university. You also have to go to work because you also do a 9 to 5. And there you are thinking about your life. How am I going to manage all these things together? And let me tell you guys what hypothyroidism is. Hypothyroidism is a disorder of the endocrine system in which the thyroid gland does not produce enough thyroid hormones. It can cause a number of symptoms such as poor ability to tolerate cold. That I did not pay attention to at that time because I'm someone that I love winter so much. And then I realized that earlier this year, I was any small thing I was wearing, like even during this right now, this period, I'm covering my body with duvet. And then I just realized that this is not normal, right? But okay, maybe, you're an African. But symptoms could be poor ability to tolerate cold, extreme fatigue, muscle aches, constipation, slow heart rate, depression, and weight gain. It really dawned on me then because I used to weigh a lot, but I used to weigh like 90, 92, and then I went to 114. And then I think it was worrisome because if you ask my friend, I have a very poor eating habit. Sometimes I might just eat once a day. And that once a day could be probably having cornflakes or drinking gari. There was a time I was literally drinking gari every day of my life. And I was gaining weight. It was alarming. And then, when you feel it, that you're adding weight. And my stomach was becoming too big. And I was just like, you know what, I think for me, I think the reason why I knew it wasn't normal was because I'm from a medical background. My grandmom is a nurse, my auntie is a medical doctor. So I know that something is wrong somewhere. So I just had to just go to the clinic to do normal random checkup. And then they were like, oh, you need to do tests first to know what is actually going on. And then they said, oh, you have hypothyroidism. And I'm like, hypothyroidism? I'm like, having hypothyroidism and PCOS, it's just pure wickedness. And I know every day I join Triumph 30 devotion. For those that know Triumph 30 devotion, it's like a non-denominational platform for Christians to pray every day. And I know every time they raise prayer points, the only thing I kept praying for was, God, I don't want PCOS again. I don't want hypothyroidism again. And you just find yourself in the midst of all these. I've been on a very strict diet lately. And I've actually stopped eating outside. I hardly eat outside now. I hardly buy snacks these days. I hardly take junks these days. Now I cook my food at home. And it's just tiring. I am tired of being sick, but then it's not obvious. Obviously, I don't want it to be obvious, but when people do not understand what you're going through, and they just keep passing slight smirky remarks like, oh, she's fat, or she's big, or she's adding weight, or she's that, or she's that. And I don't know how I've been able to develop this tough skin, but I've developed a tough skin to the point that even before you tell me that I'm fat, I call myself plus size. I call myself fat. I call myself big. Anything if I'm talking to my friend, I think it's because I'm big, right? Before, nothing you want to say would actually get to me. But it's just been a lot dealing with this because you're sick. You're dealing with a whole lot. And I think my constant fear has been the fact that I might not have children. That has been my constant fear. But then I constantly, anytime that thought comes to my head, I constantly remind myself that, Funto, you are a child of God. And I keep saying to myself every day, I'm like, Funto, your womb will bear fruit. Because the devil has its way of creeping into your head. And that used to be my fear, that I won't have kids, because who deals with PCOS and hypothyroidism together, and nutrient deficiency? And actually, it's very rare. But I keep saying to myself, I keep making prophecies to myself that this will not affect me, right? That has been why I've been visiting the clinic lately. It's been a whole lot on me, a whole lot to take in, because even some of your family members do not know what you're going through, and then just pass this remark of, you are getting bigger. But in the real sense of it, you're actually suffering. And I think in this journey, I'm genuinely grateful for my grandma, because my grandma has been on this journey with me since I was 12. I said 14 years ago. Since I was 12, she has been on this journey with me. And her, by my side, in this journey, has actually been the best thing I could have asked for. Food that I eat, let me tell you guys things that has actually been helping me in this hypothyroidism journey. My doctor actually gave me a list of food to eat, and now I'm actually even going for like my last tests this week or next week, this weekend. And I don't know what the outcome of that test will be, but she gave me a list of food to be eating. She said I should be eating egg, I should be eating mushroom, I should be eating beef, whole grain, vegetables, chicken, fish. She said salmon fish. She said I should eat a lot of fruit. She said I should eat pumpkin seeds. To be honest, I actually do not fancy pumpkin seeds. But, and food that I should avoid foods that can trigger hypothyroidism. A support system in the journey, a good doctor in the journey would actually help you. And now, they've told me to stop taking dairy milk, right? Now I have to start sourcing for plant-based milk. That's soy milk, almond milk. I have a friend called Awobinwom. Awobinwom said almond milk is not nice. I don't think I would try it. I'll probably just start sourcing for soy milk. And I've been trying a lot of things lately, because I'm also told to eat oats. But I love pancakes. I love my waffles. It means that I will not use normal flour to make my pancakes and flour and my waffles. So now I use oats. So I blend my oats and use it to make pancakes and waffles. So how am I feeling now? Honestly, I feel better. Maybe better is not the word, but now I'm trusting God to actually just heal me completely. I do not feel that much tired anymore. I still feel tired. I get exhausted at the littlest thing and most little thing. I'm constantly having migraine, and I'm constantly having eye aches. I'm constantly in pain, right? But it's not as bad as when I actually just figured out I had hypothyroidism. Then it was worse. I could barely open my eyes to the light. I could barely climb the stairs. And for me, my workplace, I climb the stairs. I stay on the 6th floor, because I stay in my workplace during the week. So I stay on the 6th floor. Using the stairs from the 1st floor to the 6th floor is a whole lot, considering the fact that each stairs has 4 flights, if you know what that means. Before I even get to the 5th floor, I'm already tired. Once I get to the 5th floor, I rest for like 5 minutes before I take the last stairs. And I'm just a work in progress. I'm in the journey. I'll keep you guys updated as this goes. But right now, that's what I've been dealing with. That's why I've been going to the clinic to do medical tests, to this series of tests. I'm spending a lot of money. I actually am spending a lot of money. And I mean, my fear has always been going home later this year and people telling me that I'm fat, or lose weight. But I've just said to myself that I'm just going to turn deaf ears to everyone saying that. If they are older than me, I'll just smile. If they are younger than me or my age mates, I'll say, please mind your business. Or if we are pretty close, we'll just bant about it. But if they are definitely older than me, I'll just smile, because I'm dealing with a lot right now. I do not wish this on my worst enemy. There's no reason why, as a lady, you should be dealing with PCOS and hypothyroidism together. But yeah, I am dealing with that. Plus, hypoglycemia. Hypoglycemia is like low sugar. How do you want to it still baffles me, because how do you want to explain to someone that you, as a fat person like I am, you're dealing with hypoglycemia? Doesn't even really make sense. And I was just saying to myself the other day, how come my siblings or anyone in my family never complains about these things? Why am I the only one, right? But yeah, I also plan to start eating the gym. I found a gym. I found a swimming pool. And I don't know how that's going to help me, but I think it will just help my muscles because of the constant weakness that I feel in my bones and my muscles and my joints. I think that would help. I think that's the only thing that will help. It will not help the inner part. I don't know, but that is what I've been dealing with. That is why I've been in the clinic more often than ever. And I think if you are someone that is dealing with PCOS as well, or dealing with hypothyroidism as well, or you don't even know if you have it, I think you should see a medical doctor, a gynecologist to be precise. Most ladies do not know they have PCOS. I think I was able to know mine as early as I did because my grandma is a nurse, and she was always very concerned about me, and she helped me early. So I've been on pills for as long as I can remember. As long as I've been on pills for PCOS for like 14 years, but I don't use it often because me, I really care, if we're being honest. Because it also has side effects. When you keep using these pills, it has side effects. And I would rather not use the pills than use the pills and have those side effects. But pretty much I've been using a lot of drugs lately. If you look at my dressing table now, I have a lot of drugs. But we're keeping our faith so high and trusting God that God would actually heal me completely, because I'm tired. I'm tired of being always tired. I'm tired of always having a headache. I'm tired of everything, literally. But that brings us to the end of today's video. If you watch this video to this part and you can relate to what I spoke about, and you are also dealing with PCOS, hypoglycemia, or hypothyroidism, or whatever female related health issues you're dealing with, please see a medical doctor. Please see a medical doctor as soon as you can. Most time, if you are on health insurance, I cannot speak for Nigeria right now, right? But if you are in a developed country where they prioritize health insurance, please ensure that your health insurance covers a gynae. You can always see a gynecologist. But if you are in Nigeria, probably see a medical doctor in any teaching hospital or standard private hospitals and see a gynecologist. Please, let's take care of ourselves. It is very important as ladies and as guys as well to take care of ourselves, to take care of our health. And see you guys in my next video.